All right, maybe we'll do one more, um, one more tarot. Then maybe we'll do we'll pull out the deck of Horus. Maybe we'll see. All right, Spirit, what do you got for us? We got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. We got lacking skill, sloppy, negative aspects of perfectionism. Negative aspects of perfectionism. You know, that's something I'm getting over right now. You know, I don't really typically I stay away from the tarot ones, really, because it's easier for me to read Oracle, because Oracle is off of, you know, sights and feelings and energy and this and that. And I mean, not like tarot isn't. Tarot is, right? But I read more of just imagery too, right? Whereas other people, they study the cards and I mean, there is art to that. Yeah, I get that. But there's more than one ways to do an art. And I just haven't really mastered this yet. And so, but practice makes perfect. And, you know, I like to, the OCD in me and everything, I like to do things perfect. And so, I don't know, well, no, that's a perfectionism. But we're not called to be perfect, we're called to be authentic. And so, here I am coming through authentically. Coming through authentically. And when you come through authentically, you develop fast. You start quantum jumping. When you start taking those intuitive hits, when you start doing the things that, you know, your higher self is telling you, he's giving you those little nudges, the intuition, like, hey, go, you know, you should do that. You know, you should be doing it this way. Hey, you know, you shouldn't be doing that. And, you know, when you start taking those hits and you start doing them, following through, you don't just talk about it, you be about it. When you start doing that, it's, you know, you get set on the fast track. Get fast-tracked, but a lot of times we get stuck, we get held up. We get held up with, you know, self-limiting thoughts and speech, you know, because the Bible tells us we have the power of life and death in our tongue. And a lot, 2, 3, 4, when I said that, a lot of times we speak death into ourselves. You know, I had to correct someone the other day, like so much, to the point where it's like, I would just want to walk away. If I have a hard time sitting there and listening to someone literally cursing themselves. Literally, that's what you're doing. You're literally the negative talk that some people do to themselves, and just I can't stand hearing it. You know, I'll try to correct you, but some people, if you don't want correction, I have no other choice. Then no, I have choices. We all have choices, but I'm going to choose to remove myself. I'm going to try to help you. I'm going to try to help you help yourself. But if you don't want the help, then why? I know it irritates me just hearing that. Hearing the way that people talk down on themselves. And it's just like, that's the first mistake. You got to start speaking life into yourself. You know, when you go into hermit mode, and we go into hermit mode, and we find the things that we need to work on changing. We find the things that we know that need to address. We find the things that we know that we need to make changes on. The things that we need to remove from our life. The things that we need to add to our life. The things we need to alter. The people, the places, the things. But you know, we need to you know, developing and having a clear plan. Sometimes a clear plan is just, I want better, I need better in my life. And if you're not growing with me, you're bringing me down. It's as simple as that. And at least temporarily, you need to cut all those strings, you cut all those ties loose. Because if you're not growing, you're dying. And you know, if you're almost dying anyways, why would you want anyone else around you that's just gonna bring you down? You don't need any more help doing that. None of us need any more help doing that. None of us need help doing that. So be mindful of on the people we surround ourselves with. Are they bringing us up or are they bringing us down?